What is up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I know your girl's been MIA for quite some time now, and to be honest, I've just been enjoying summertime with my family. School starts back in less than 3 weeks, so we've slowed down on all of the summer fun, and we're just trying to settle back in and get into our new school routine. So this past week, we did take on a project outside on our deck, so I'll insert all that footage in this video. But for now, I got a little home decor haul to show you guys. So let me move you guys a little bit closer. So we are going to be cleaning in today's video, but first I wanted to jump into a little haul of some stuff that I picked up this week. I'm going to start with these. So this is the smaller one. I thought I'd put this in the middle of my kitchen table for a pop of white. It does have the black handles and it looks really distressed. I did get a handful of greenery to somehow put in here and make it look nice. And then I got this really big oversized one. I was thinking of putting it somewhere in my living room. I got a lot of greenery for this as well. When I say I hit the jackpot with these, I scored the best deal. I scored this for $9. And then for the smaller one, I paid about $7. And then I ran into this cute little Bless This Kitchen plaque. And I just thought it was so cute. I think this is gonna look so good up here on top of my dishwasher. This is gonna be for the living room. I'm sure the camera's picking it up backwards, but it's this really big wall decor piece and it says home. I was thinking about painting these letters black so that it would stand out more. It all lights up. I did find this at an inside flea market. I'm pretty sure someone made it. So it's got this little box that hides in the back of this plant, and it makes the wreath and the greenery here light up. I thought that was so cute. We just got this big blank wall where we deleted some windows, and this is going to be the perfect size for that. And last but not least, I got some cushions for my new kitchen table. I was really looking for the buffalo plaid, but with the gray color, because it would go a lot better with my kitchen curtains. But my kitchen is so black and white, so I feel like these will work just as well. So yeah, that completes my small little haul. I didn't get much, but what I got was so good. And I got everything for a great price, so that's a win. So you guys know, before I can put everything out and in its new space, I need to first get busy cleaning, so that's what we're gonna do. So before we get started on the inside, I wanted to show you guys what we've been busy doing to the outside. So we did paint the bottom portion of the deck this cool gray. We got rid of the dark stain. It just showed up way too much dirt, and with dogs tracking mud up here when it dried, it was a nightmare. So the plans are to get rid of all of this iron railing, and we're gonna put all new lumber up here. We have had this since we moved into our mobile home, so it's about 10 years old, if not older, because it was here when we moved here. It was really wobbly, it had some rust going on, and it was just time to get rid of it. So we're gonna go ahead and start right here at the corner. We're putting this up so that way it can help hold up the weight of the roof. And we wanted to have a doorway right here, so that way if we ever planned on later on putting up a screen door and then screening in the deck, that would be an option for us. But we're just working on the railings today. Maybe we'll do that sometime in the future, but for right now, the main thing is we need safe, sturdy railing. And so that is what we're gonna do. My husband is very hands-on, so anything we need done around here, he is Mr. Fix-It, and it really does save us a ton of money. So we had to put up new railing going up the stairs, and my husband had to screw down the wood into the concrete, so that was a job in itself. He got the job done pretty fast. I will say that this railing right here on the steps is what took the longest, because he had to cut certain angles. And so this is already up. We're just going to put the top slabs on it, and then we'll start filling in the pickets. This is what I was excited about. I love a real thick rail, so that way I can set planters up here, flower pots, or decor. We have not had this before. We do have an outside cat that's always hanging out on our property, and so far she absolutely loves the rails because she can lay up on there. It did take us 60 pickets to fill all of this in. I was thinking in my head that we definitely overbought, but my husband knew exactly what we needed to get the job done. I thought that he was overestimating, but we were right on the money with the 60 pickets. And so he's just pre-drilling all the holes so that way he can just throw them up and it goes quicker. And he's got me holding this piece of wood in between each picket so that way they're spaced out perfectly. I'm loving the way it's looking so far. He's just pre-drilling some more holes. And then this is a side shot of our mobile home. So this little room on the back, this is my son's room. And before this was here, that whole area was also our deck. We had a huge outside space, and it was almost too much to keep up with. I had it filled with seating because I didn't know what to do with the empty space. And so I'm happy that the deck is a little bit smaller, only because I can manage it better. And then of course my son has his own room. So we did sacrifice a little bit of deck space, but we gained something way more important, which was my son's room. He has his own little space now, and it has been holding up so well. So every year we try to make a few changes to our mobile home to update our living spaces, and this year it was definitely the room and the deck. And so this is just a before shot. You guys can see the rust at the bottom of the railing. I did not trust this railing at all. So me and little Evan never really got to set out on the deck and enjoy the springtime or any of this summer because it just wasn't safe for him to play up here. And I just did not trust it. So that is why I'm so happy that we're finally getting rid of it. So this is just a little before, and then this is what it looks like after. It just looks so much better. So I am going to paint everything white. We were just letting it settle for a little while. This is treated wood, so we don't have to worry about it rotting or getting mold or anything on it. So everything that you see brown, including the posts on each corner and all of the wood up on the ceiling, I'm painting all of that white. So that way our mobile home is just white and gray. I feel like it'll make the deck stand out really good. It'll also make the steps pop since they are gray. And now it also matches the inside of my mobile home, so that way everything flows. And since we redid the deck out here, I wanted some new lights to put in my rock bed that wrap around the deck. So I found these on Amazon, and I thought these were really cool. These are the Angel Halo lights, and these are smart lights for like lighting up walkways, flower beds, just any space that you need it to light up. You can control these by an app. It also comes with a remote. They have timing on them. They sync with music. They have different modes so that it puts on light shows. And then you can choose from 16 million colors on the app. You can also voice control them, dim them, make them brighter. I mean, these lights do it all. And of course, I wanted to record what they looked like at night. So this is right when we set them up. We weren't really sure how to control them. We're still trying to get the hang of it. But every color you see, you can have it moving, dancing, or just keep it still. And so you can brighten them, you can dim them, you can have one color and then the next one a different color. They chase each other, they're voice control, and they also sync with music. So this is my personal favorite. It almost gives off a light pink color. You can also make them flamingo pink. I think that's so cute. You can have them colors for the holidays. They are just so fun, and they do use electricity, so they're not solar power. They're going to last you forever. I'm gonna list the link down below just in case anybody's interested in them. They are a lot of fun, and I promise they are so worth it. Okay, so I'm done playing around. Let's get inside and get busy cleaning. The first thing I need to do is unload my dishwasher. And I had plans on reloading the dishwasher, but I just didn't have enough dishes to make a full load. And I didn't just want them sitting in the dishwasher. So I'm just going to get all these put up, and then I'll wash out what few dishes we do have in the sink by hand. I feel like it's been forever since I have recorded myself cleaning. I know you guys were in my comment section reminding me every single day that you needed motivation for cleaning. And so I'm happy to be back. Summer coming to an end. I just wanted to take the last few weeks and really enjoy my daughter's summer break with her. And so that's what I did. So the other day I was at Myers and I ran across this vanilla pumpkin cream oil for my diffuser. I just had to have it. It smelled so good. You can get this oversized bottle for $7.99 there. And sometimes they even run a special where you buy one, you get one for $1. It smells so good. I'm so ready for fall already. I know I'll get some comments down below telling me not to rush the summer. But this summer has been like no other. It has been so hot that you almost can't stay outside for no longer than an hour. So it's really hard to enjoy. And then the mosquitoes this year are so bad. They are after my life every time I go outside. And the bug spray is just not helping, no matter what kind I use. So if you have any tips, please leave them down in the comment section because we're struggling over here. Now that the dishes are cleaned up, I'm just going in and wiping out my sink really good. I didn't have a lot of dishes because when we had breakfast this morning, I loaded everything into the dishwasher and I already started it. So these are just a few dishes that my daughter had laying around in her room. And now here I am having to clean them. So I got this Comet kitchen cleaner. This has bleach in it. I absolutely love the smell. You guys know I'm crazy about the bleach smell. It just smells so clean to me. And it disinfects everything. I did pick up this bottle at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. They also have the bathroom version as well. I'm pretty sure they're both the same cleaners. They smell the exact same. So I'm putting my little sign up here that says bless this kitchen. For $5, I could not pass this up. The original price tag on this was about $12. So yeah, I definitely scored with this one and it's made so well. So now that all this has had time to dry, I'm just going to go ahead and get it put away so that way it's not sitting out on the counter all day. I love for my counters to be empty. It took a lot of getting used to just having the dishwasher up on my counter and then also my ice maker on the other end of the counter. I love for my counters to look bare and empty because it just makes it feel more clean. So I do have some tea going here on the stove. So I've just got that boiling. We definitely go through the tea around here. We love us some sweet tea. If we're not drinking it at home, we're drinking it while we're out to dinner somewhere else. Not all sweet tea tastes the same. And I just love trying all the different sweet teas. Now moving on to my kitchen table. I know that it looked like it was clean, but there were so many crumbs on this table that I had to shake off these placemats. So I'm just going in with that same bleach cleaner and I'm cleaning the top of the table off. I'll also wipe down the chairs and then the shelves that are under the table. So I've had people tell me before not to use any kind of bleach on the table because it might ruin it, but I've seen no difference in the color. Usually on any wood surface, I use Pledge, but lately, for some reason, I just feel like the Pledge sets on top of the table and then after a day or so, it starts feeling real sticky or gummy. And so I know it's supposed to polish the table, but it just has not been doing that lately. I don't know if they switched it up or if I'm just used to degreasing the table and not adding oil on it, because I do use bleach or Lysol or Pine Sol. So yeah, I just have not been using that lately. Look how cute my little cushions look. I had nothing on these chairs and it was really rough on our bottoms because they are wood. So now we have a little bit of cushion. So I'm just going in and wiping off all of my placemats before I put them back. And I'm excited to finish the table off with my centerpiece. I'm hoping that I like it. It definitely needed something. It was just way too bare. So I'm just playing around with the greenery. I'll probably add more to it, but this is what it looks like. This is the best I can get with the lighting shining in from the windows. So I picked this mega thing of glass wipes up from the Dollar Tree. I only paid $1.25 from these. I just wanted to try them out or use them for like easy wipe up since I do have a toddler, but I absolutely love these. I didn't think they'd work as well as they do, but they definitely do. They're not really wet, so by the time you wipe down whatever window or glass you're wiping down, the cloth almost feels dry to the touch, so it just gets all the wet stuff up. And I have been using the heck out of these. I actually went back to the Dollar Tree and I picked up another container of them so that way I can set them in my bathroom, because I'm constantly wiping down my double mirrors in there behind our sinks, because whenever my husband and daughter brush their teeth, they just get the toothpaste splatters all over the mirror. So those have really come in handy in there. And after wiping a few things down in here, I'm just gonna start up my vacuum and give it a quick little sweeping. This vacuum has really held up since I bought it back in January or February, I think it was. I've had no complaints with it. I love the little light feature on it. I did only pay $18 for this on a Black Friday deal. The only complaint I have is the cord just isn't long enough. I need it to be just a little bit longer. I can plug it up and I can reach just about every little corner in whatever room I'm in. But there's always just a little bit more room that I need to go. And it just pulls out of the wall. But other than that, it is the perfect little vacuum. It's so easy to clean. I did pick it up from Walmart. I'm not sure how much they originally are, but I would definitely say go for it if you have floors like mine. It also works on some carpets, but I don't think I'd get it if you have really thick carpet, because it may not clean as good as you want it to. But it cleans up my home and all of my little area rugs great. I also want to note that even though it's small, it really does pick up the dog hair. My dogs both have short hair, but they shed like crazy. So every time I empty this thing, it is just filled with pet hair. So it really does have a good suction to it. Okay, so moving on into my living room, I'm going to go ahead and hang up this new wall piece right over here on this wall. This wall used to have the two big windows on it, and now it's got my son's room on the opposite side. I do miss the windows. I miss the extra light it used to bring in, but my son needed his own space, and it is just the perfect size for him. The wall right there has been empty ever since we got rid of the windows, and it drove me crazy because I'm used to curtains being right there and blinds, so it just looks so bare, And now it just looks so much better. I'm not sure if I should move it down a little bit more though, or if I should keep it up. So right now I'm just taking the throws off of the couch. I am refolding them because I already cleaned these and I put them on the couch yesterday. I do not like having the couches bare because I do have pets and I don't want them tore up. So my dogs had baths yesterday and then I washed these. So they are clean. The dogs are clean. I'm just going to shake them off before I vacuum. And then I'll put them back on the couch. So we're just gonna get them out of the way. I've also got my rug rolled up over here. I'm gonna move over by the fireplace. I wanted to pull the couches out because you wouldn't believe the stuff that falls behind these couches. I'm moving this picture because I'm so afraid it's gonna break. I'll put that in my hallway closet. But the couches for sure needed swept behind, and you guys will see what I'm talking about in just a minute. It's not a lot of trash under there. It's just like odds and ends that have fallen in between the couch or behind the couch. And then also pet hair that gets pushed up under the couch. So I try to pull these out at least once a week and sweep behind them. If anything goes missing, you can almost guarantee it's under the couch or behind the couch. My son carries everything around and he gets up on the couch and just completely loses it. So it's never really lost, it's just hidden in the couch somewhere. So I wanted to scoot that table out of the way so that you guys can see exactly how much I swept from behind the couch and under the couch. And then I have another little pile over here that come from under this side. So that's all the sweeping I'm going to do. I feel like the broom just pushes everything around and pushes it back underneath the couch or the table, as to where the vacuum, I feel like, just sucks it all up. Every time I get done using this vacuum, it is almost filled to the top. So I know it's doing its job, and it just makes me feel so good to see all of that go into the trash, knowing that it's up off of the floor. So I'm just gonna knock these floors out really quick. And at this point, as I'm editing and doing my voiceover, I realized when I mopped the living room floor, I completely forgot to record me mopping the kitchen floor. I just try to get it done so quickly, and I guess I got distracted because I wanted to move into the living room and get it cleaned while I had the chance. And so I just forgot to record that part, but I did mop up my kitchen, and I also mopped up down my hallway. So I'm going in with the same glass wipes that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to clean these windows. I have been pulling these blinds up lately because my son likes to move them around and play with them, and I just do not want them broke. So since these are up most of the time, the windows have fingerprints all over them. And I have my son to thank for that. So now I'm wiping these down more than 2 times a week. I used to wipe these windows down just 1 time a week. Sometimes I would go a little bit longer than a week, but now they definitely get wiped down a lot more. And since I have to wipe down the glass on this fireplace, I just use the same wipes to wipe down the rest of my fireplace as well. I mean, they feel just like wet wipes, almost like Lysol wipes, but instead they're glass wipes. But I feel like they do the same job. It's gonna pick up whatever dust I run it across. And now moving on to my cedar mop bucket. I'm just filling it up with some really hot water. I fill it halfway. I do put some bleach in there, and then also my Pine Allen, the floral scent. And I'm just going to get these floors cleaned up really good. Even though I vacuumed them, you can see the little dust line around my coffee table where my area rug usually lays. I absolutely love this old cedar mop. It is just so easy to use, and I got an extra head on it so that way I can clean off the walls and the ceiling with it. And then I also have a head that I like to use out there on my deck. And so yeah, you can just do anything with this little mop, clean any surface really. And that's exactly what I've been doing. So usually when I do just a quick little clean with me, I don't pick up my area rug. I usually just vacuum over it and then I'll mop around it. But since I was pulling my couches out, I thought I might as well pick up the area rug too, so that way I can sweep, mop, and do all that good stuff. I feel like I have held on to this area rug a little bit longer than I have my other ones. I have not switched it out in a while. I feel like the color just flows with the walls, and so I'm not really crazy about pattern on the rugs anymore. I just want something very clean and simple looking. And that's exactly what this rug is. So I'm trying to keep it as clean as possible so I can keep it as long as possible. So once I give the floors time to dry, I'm going to go ahead and pull my blinds back down. I like to keep them up so that way it helps the floor dry with the sun shining in. I'm going to go ahead and lay my area rug down and get the table back on top of that. And then I need to start putting my couch back together, putting the throws on it. But before I can do that, I'm going to go in with my Febreze. And this is the Febreze Unstoppable. I absolutely love this stuff. It smells so good. It lingers so long. And it just makes my home smell so good. I love to spray it on my couch before I make the couch up. Because if I spray it on the couch and then lay the blankets over it, every time you sit on the couch, you can smell it coming up through the throws. If you have not tried this yet, definitely pick a bottle up and give it a go, because I promise nothing compares to this, and you will find yourself wanting to rebuy it over and over again. So I just need to get these throws tucked away on this couch. I have to tuck them pretty far down so that way the dogs don't pull them out, and when my son climbs up here, he also tugs on the throws, so I really have to tuck them in so that way they're not pulled off. And I've got my big tin right here. I'm gonna fill it up with the greenery. I'll probably have to get some more for this as well, but we're gonna use what we have for now. And I think the perfect place for this is also on the same wall where I hung my new home sign. So we used to have an outlet right here that my husband blocked off. So we no longer use that. And we're just going to use this plant to cover it up. And so now this wall isn't so bare. I actually think I like the way it looks now. I've been going back and forth about painting these walls back to gray because I do miss it so much, but that'll have to be for another video. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me and cleaning today, and I'll see you guys in the next one.